Hey, Andrew Bosco. Hey, Neil. How's it going? Good to see you. Welcome back to Terra Invicta. I am stoked. It's been too long since I managed to get a stream out for this, and I am really keen to get my teeth into it. I want to go to Jupiter. That's my plan for this stream. I really want it to happen. State of the universe as it is at the moment. Let's do a quick recap before we kick off. I've already assigned orders for the turn, so we don't have to go through that. We managed to get the Pacific Defense League a little bit bigger last stream, so we're just waiting to add Indonesia in, which is already ready to federate. I'm going to do that this turn. We're still dealing with our problems with inequality across the world, but I'm starting to tick into that. I've done a little bit of tweaking to some of the priorities in some of the states across the world. Obviously, we still control all of the European Union, which includes Eurasia. We control all of the United States of North America. I'm going to start working my way down, taking Mexico, etc. once we've got the Pacific Defense League all sorted out, which is getting quite big. I'd love to get Australia mixed into that as well, and New Zealand. Across the solar system, we have a few fleets. Two laptops. Hey, Dad, under Blunder, how's it going? Hopefully not too much. We've got the Crown Cavalry, which is, at the moment, a single marine ship in Mars orbit. We might want to increase the size of this fleet, although these formations that people are coming up with are pretty impressive. We just got, I think this is the Courageous, yeah. Then we've got the Builder fleet, which is currently hanging out here. This is our colony building fleet. They're going to come with us to Jupiter when we go there. We've got the Earth Interception Fleet. Don't mess with the humanities, which I think is a hilarious name. It's a pretty nasty little fleet. We finally got that up and running last stream. They're just hanging out here. We've got the Mercury Interception Fleet, which are on their way. One for stream, one for work. That's the best way to do it. On their way to Frosty Station to defend it against an incoming attack. Hopefully this is enough. We've got the Jovian Assault Fleet, Scarlet Dawn. Oh, actually, first of all, we've got the Mighty Mars Interceptors, the Mighty Martians. They're a pretty big fleet, pretty nasty. Mars is seeing a lot of activity recently, so I'm pretty happy about them. Then we've got the start of the Jovian Assault Fleet, which is currently just 5 intercept destroyers. I forgot the name for them, but on the way to them is Romeo 234, which is 5 battleships. I've also laid down another 5 battleships, and Mars is about to finish production of another load of destroyers. So we're pretty close to getting that up and running. There's quite a few fleets intercepting Earth this year. There's probably, I think there's one this month. I was just checking before we started. Let's have a quick check. So if I do this, that should sort them by name. No, it didn't do anything. Okay. So at 9th of October, we've got... you want to give Nebulous? Congratulations. It's a great feeling. We've got the 21st of October. We've got the 24th of May. So there's one happening this month in Chang'e orbit. We've got... That's it. Okay. So 24th of May in Chang'e. We may as well just move the Earth Interception Fleet to Chang'e now. So they're ready to go there. Where's Chang'e Station? I don't see it. There's... Just head over there, so you're ready to intercept the aliens when they arrive. And let's confirm assignments and get started. Hey, Zach, how's it going? Welcome to Terra Invicta. The most overwhelming game. Layer defense array destroyed. Our layer defense array at Rocky Road was destroyed. Why was that destroyed? Are they being bombarded? Oh, I think Rocky Road is currently being bombarded by, yeah, Victor 217 managed to get through them. And the Rocky Road is about to be wiped out. We should probably just abandon the place if we can. I don't think we can. That's right. We could try and decommission the base. I don't think we can because it's under attack. Rip the crew, unfortunately. There's not much we can do. There's no defenses left here, but we do need to get rid of some bases, so the loss of one isn't the end of the world. It's a bit of a sad way. Hey, Tavian. Hey, Cats. How's it going? Let's just start things going. Resistance Fleet has completed transfer. Cool. That means that we can now combine them with the Mars Defense Fleet. No, sorry, with the Jovian Assault Fleet, Scarlet Dawn. That's a bit loud. Let's just zoom out a little bit. How's the audio, by the way? Is it a bit too loud? I've been messing around with the audio a lot. So we want to merge fleets with Romeo 234. No, where are you? Is this Romeo 234? Where's Romeo 234 right now? They're right here. Oh, they're refueling. That's right. I can't do anything until they finish refueling. That's fine. Mercury fleet's in position for their intercept. That's good. Game's chugging. That's right, Cheonggang Station has a defense fleet. We're not going to, we're just going to evade them. They're not going to take a fight with us. We're just going to hover around Cheonggang Station ready to intercept the aliens when they arrive. Let's wait for Romeo 234 to finish refueling. Game audio is a bit low. I can fix that. See how you feel about that. Romeo 254 is supplied, so now I can select the Jovian Assault Fleet Scarlet Dawn. and I could merge them with Romeo 234. So this is our new Jovian assault fleet. It's currently 6k in power. We have 5 destroyers and 5 battleships. Let me just check our construction queue. In a few days, in 12 days, we're going to get another 5 destroyers. I think that's the fleet. I think that's our first Jovian assault fleet. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, I've been working on making my audio as crisp as possible. I still have work to do on it, but I think it's a lot better than it used to be. I was listening back to some of my old High Fleet today, and it's definitely come a long way, which is really nice. All right, so in 12 days, we might be ready to dispatch the Jovian assault fleet to Jupiter.
Offering support.
And that's the end of Rocky Road. Rocky Road destroyed by the aliens. That's their first actual win against one of our bases. Lucky strike. Our mining crews at Hotsville, Mars have made an unexpected yet welcome discovery. During a routine excavation, a sudden rockfall exposed previously undetected deposits of valuable minerals. A subsequent resurvey by our exogeologists confirmed the findings. These additional reserves will no doubt be able to sustain our operation in the solar system for decades more. All basic resources present at Hotsville would increase by 25%. That just makes up for the loss of Rocky Road, pretty much. That's really good. Let's unpause the game. I just paused it by accident. We're going to start producing antimatter this stream, but we're waiting for some antimatter research. Space defense is online. A large complex of surface-to-orbit laser weapons is now operational in the Paris region of the European Union. It will prevent nuclear missile strikes on this region, reduce damage to kinetic orbital bombardment, and fire back at any bombarding spacecraft. Let's have a look at the fleet at Jupiter, why don't we? Without the station, let's have a look at Jupiter fleet. So the aliens only have a presence around Ganymede, and we were looking at going to, I think it was Io, but I'll check again before we actually dispatch. Around Ganymede, there's the Victor 30 station, which has a tiny fleet. It's Victor 30 fleet, sorry, which has a power of 971. That's not that small at all. That's docked at Rising Wave Station. I think, is that the fleet? No, that is the fleet on its own. And then over here we have a bunch of fleets. There's a few. Yeah, there's quite a lot of power worth of aliens here, actually. If I zoom in a bit closer, we can get a better picture of it. So we've got Victor 15, which is 1k power. We've got, zoom out a little bit further, we've got Victor 29, which is 2k power. And we have Victor 8, is a different looking frigate than I've seen before. I don't think I've seen a frigate that looks like this, but maybe I just haven't been paying attention. Oh no, I recognize this frigate. So what are we looking at? We've got, we'll ignore the frigate on its own. We've got, my zoom's being a bit funny. I'll change my mode. 1k, 2k. This fleet's actually, it's staying in orbit. 1k, 2k, and 971. So I think our fleet, which is what's sitting at, the Kearney is at 6k. I think they can do it. Especially once we add the destroyers, they should be able to completely wipe out the aliens here. So we'll set up a presence around Io, which, oh, it has fleets too? No, this is fleets in orbit of Jupiter. This is a better way to check them. Yeah, the ones we already checked. So Io sites, yeah, now I clicked on it properly. We've got, I think, good metals here. Total of about 4k power, Neil, yeah. Yeah, I think we were looking at Io as our starting point. Io's the most consistent looking one in terms of what it's got, and it's got good volatiles and good metals. No water, but we're not doing too badly on water at the moment. So yeah, we're going to be heading for Io, and we should be able to defend ourselves against the fleets when they come. Let's head back to Earth, and then we can start building some Lancers and stuff. We might not even need the extra battleships I've ordered.
Things are cooling off.
Okay, it's getting, tomorrow there's going to be an alien intercept. Here they come. Let's close this. We want to get the Earth fleet to intercept that fleet. Target fleet is unlikely to escape our pursuit. Your fleet interception does no longer has a valid trajectory target fleet 24th May. Set a new transfer to intercept. Select profile Earth 24 May. Yeah, we can confirm and chase them. Because there's 16 sites, so the other 2's a 9. Okay, I'll check that out, Neil. That's maybe a better way of doing it. Hey, Mishaps, how's it going? We'll just get this intercept done first. Oh, hang on. Where did I just send the fleet? Where are they intercepting with them? Oh, it's okay. It's not too that far away. That's fine. New construction module at Kandor base. Excellent.
Policy direction.
We're going to federate with the Indonesia. Indonesia, under the control of the resistance, has decided during the Federation of the Pacific Defense League. They will be in a permanent alliance and share space funding. Two nations will be able to forge closer bonds on the 27th of November, so we'll be able to ally them at that point. PDL National Stats Development. Yes, there is serious concerns with PDL, but we'll have a look at it at the end of the turn. We're just going to get this done, this intercept. Construction of Night Sky Mark Flies, Interceptor, Destroyer, Dauntless at low Mars orbit. Okay, we've got a bunch of new ships just got built, so we're going to have to deal with that as well. Okay, let's just quickly name these ships. They're all in their own fleets, which is a lot of fun to deal with. So Romeo 330, I actually already have the naming system open. Thank you again, Mishaps, for making this. It is a joy to use, and it's really nice. So I want the name of a new ship, please. Have you updated this? You have. Ooh, this is a cool ship name. We've got, joining the fleet, the Dauntless is being renamed. The game always likes to, because I've got so many ships, I think the game is chugging a little bit with all of this. But we've got the Ursa Mazer. The Bear Laser. Alternatively, Eratz Major. So that's our first ship. Next fleet we're going to look at is Romeo 331. And the ship in this is being renamed to... Ooh, cool name. This is the Perpetual Obstruction. And we'll save that name. And now the next ship, we'll just get through these really quickly. I really like naming ships. It's one of my favorite things, actually. 332. This ship is going to be renamed to... it came up pretty quickly. I'm really happy it did. I'm sad it's not a battleship, but this is the Eminent Domain. Captain Woodward is of course on board, and hopefully it will do something pretty impressive. Next up we've got the Portal of Apsu. It just takes so long to load these menus. Portal of... I have actually upgraded the computer, by the way. I have a bunch of new solid-state drives for saving things onto recording, and general computer performance has increased massively since I've done that, especially the speed it takes to do video, so I'm pretty happy with that. One more ship to name. I can't see chat while I'm doing this, I just realized, so I don't know if you're saying anything, but I'll be back in chat in just a second. This is the the Death Queue system, which is an interesting name. Alright, let's switch back to chat. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, no one said anything. That's fine. And let's get this fleet rolled into the Jupiter fleet. Yeah, I managed to get my hands for free on a bunch of old 256GB solid-state drives, so I've just added them in as backup storage for now. Not like a massive upgrade, but it is an upgrade. So I just want to merge these fleets. So merge with Romeo 330. Merge with Romeo 331. Merge with Romeo 332. And merge with Romeo 333. Okay, our fleet apparently still has 6k of power, but I think it's going to be a lot more than that now. I think it probably just hasn't updated. But this is our Jupiter assault fleet. It is massive. I think we're ready to send this on. Yeah, I already had an SSD in my motherboard. My motherboard. What? No, my Windows install was on an SSD, but the problem was it's all I had, so it was running out of room. And I was also using it as a cache for when I was doing video editing, and now I have a dedicated SSD for that, which makes life a lot better. Okay, so IO, if we look at the size, it has 9 sites. And then if we look at Europa, we've got 9 sites. If we look at Callisto, we've got 16 sites. I think you're right, Neil. I think we'll head to Callisto first. The question is, are we ready to dispatch... That's exactly why I've split this up, Neil. Exactly why I've split it up. I've got dedicated drives for everything now. And important stuff is being backed up on an HDD and to the cloud. So we are in a good position. I know how demanding streaming and video editing can be on computers, especially computers like this, which weren't really designed for it. So our fleet is over 6k for sure. This just hasn't updated yet. We've got 11 ships in the fleet, so we've got 5. Oh, actually, it's actually showing the new destroyers, I don't think. Did I? Let me just make sure I didn't make a big mistake and put them all in the wrong fleet. Yeah, I've put them all in Romeo 334, haven't I? I have. See, that's what you got to watch out for. So Jovian Assault Scarlet Dawn, please merge with Romeo 334. Now we've got 8k and 15 ships, and I think this is good enough to send to Callisto. So I'm going to dispatch them to Callisto now. They should be able to defend themselves against the 4k worth of alien ships that are in system. So we're going to go to Jupiter, and we want to select Callisto as our target. They've got enough DV to get there. I'm going to send them in first, and then we're going to send in the builders behind them after a couple of days. Just so they've got time to clear up any messes before they get there. I think that's the best way to do it. So let's dispatch them to Callisto. It's going to take them 5 weeks to get there. Let's do the transfer. They're on their way. We've dispatched the Jovian Assault Fleet Scarlet Dawn. That's really exciting. Okay, we've still got this interception to deal with, so we'll just bump back over to Earth. I don't want the builders to come just... Actually, can I merge them before they leave? No. Yeah, I could. Let's just merge the builders in. Yeah, the builders are coming along for the trip. It's all good. They're coming. Oh, the dog is dreaming, so you might hear some weird noises from her. Hey, T-Rim, how's it going? Invaders must die all the way to Callisto. Yeah, that's a good point. They might get intercepted on the way as well. Okay, we've got this interception happening over here. I just tried to select the fleet and click F like you do in Nebulous. I've been playing a lot of that. So they are coming in on this alien fleet. This is quite exciting. They're decelerating now for the intercept. I think it's just happened. Yeah. There's only one ship in this fleet. That was a little bit overkill. Let's just engage them. Max bid will force engagement. Let's do it. We need to bid 30 KPS. Let's start the battle. I forgot to set up my fleet, but it doesn't really matter. This alien fleet is not getting away. All I'm going to do is select everybody, and then I'm going to order a acceleration. And that's all we really need to do. And we'll just set them as the primary target. It is a destroyer, so it's not like we're walking in on nothing here, but I really don't think we need to worry too much. Let's speed up. And then what are the controls again? There is. And then what's the one to get rid of the... There we go. Cool. We do have a little bit of problem in that one of our battleships is ahead of the rest of the fleet, but I honestly think the PD will be fine. Especially because the Joyce Destroyers are going to overtake. Why are they decelerating? What is going on there? That's weird. Let's get this back on. Why are they facing away? They're going to face forward in a second. I think maybe they were overburning. I'm not sure. It should be fine. Yeah, they turn back now. They're just dancing our destroyers. That's really weird. Look at the amount of coil gun rounds heading for this alien. And it's dead. Cool. Nobody took any hits. Gotcha, T-Rem. No worries. Thanks for hanging out anyway. I don't know why our destroyers were dancing like that. That's obviously not the way to give that command. That's okay. I knew it was going to be an easy battle. We'll just wait for it to finish. And it's over. All that for point one. So we had to wait for them to be available. But Don't Mess with Humanities did its job. We just need to get them back to Earth. We need to select Earth again so we can speed time up. What was the issue? Let's go to these guys. I need to send them... why can't I send them home? Transferring to low Vesta orbit. Oh, no. They're on their way to low Vesta. That could be a problem. Earth is currently undefended. It's a very me move, isn't it? I didn't consider the fact that their interception would take them somewhere, but we should be fine. It's a bug in the ship group not handling differing acceleration, so I can't group ships by their type. Good to know. There's no... Jeremy, you're on Mars. You can't steal anything. So I'll just group battleships and destroyers together then. Because they were trying to match speed, weren't they? That was what's happening. Alright, we've got some defending to do. It looks like PDL needs defense. So just before I do anything else, let's get Distal to defend the PDL. Alright, let's have a look at the priorities here. So at the moment, I'm just focusing on Unity. That was the issue last time, was we basically had no Unity at all. Our inequality is extreme. And that is the biggest problem. We do need to get some welfare investment. But the other problem we have is we have no cohesion. That's the issue. Yes, no cohesion and extreme inequality. So what I probably want to do is maybe just invest a little bit into welfare. How much does it want me to invest in here? It wants full investment in welfare, doesn't it? Even with full investment, like it probably wants me to... Wow. Even with 100% investment into welfare, it's not enough. So we'll put 1 into welfare, we'll put 3 into Unity and 1 into military, and that should start to deal with the major issues we have in the PDL. this country is a mess, unfortunately, because what I've done is I've taken a bunch of developing nations and just shoved them, including North Korea, and just shoved them into a big society with Japan and South Korea. And there's a lot of very rich people, there's a lot of very well-educated people, and there's a lot of problems. Direct investment is exactly what I need to do, Andrew Bosco. Thank you. What if I mouse over welfare? It tells me that I'm not so it says this priority is a warning symbol when inequality is increasing in a nation. Welfare priority represents the redistribution of wealth and repairing harm done to the environment. Completing the welfare priority decreases inequality by 0.005% and mitigates global environmental hazards by reducing greenhouse gases in the atmosphere towards safer levels. So I'm wondering if I think we need to focus on Unity to start with. If I direct invest into Unity for a while, we can only do 200, right? I can only afford 98 investments with all my money. It's going to cost a ton. I don't really want to do that. Say if we do 10 investments, that's going to cost us 10k. And that should bump it up quite a bit, I hope. Let's confirm that and see. So that's dropped, that's put our cohesion up to fragmented, and it is rising. We might want to do a little bit of welfare as well. Oh, what do you want, puppy? Oh, do you want out? Okay, 1 second. I let her out before the stream, so she doesn't need to go to the bathroom. She just wants out of the room. I didn't realize I hadn't muted my mic. I was just saying that I read out what Unity does, and I read out what welfare does. So saying we could probably afford to put another 10 into both. That's going to cost us another 16k. Economy won't help us here, will it? Because that increases inequality. Welfare's good. Knowledge. Completing the knowledge priority increases education, government, and pulls cohesion towards the middle. So doing some knowledge might be useful as well, because it will pull. Because pulling cohesion towards the middle is good for us right now. It's bad later on. We've got good cohesion, but right now it's really, really good. Welfare has actually stopped having an error on it as well. We're also the nation's elites are suffering, receiving insufficient support to fill their desires. These require at least 19%. Makes coups more likely. Military will also help. Military drops unrest. I'm wondering if I do 10 in knowledge as well. Spend 22k. Let's see how that brings us out. Alright, we're now at 0.7. It's still quite high. What you want, puppy? What's up? Is she gonna settle tonight? Come on, up you guys. She's gonna bark again. Well, hang on a second. I'm just gonna sort the dog out. Alright, well, she's decided she's going to be a brat tonight, so we'll see what happens. Cohesion drops rapidly when inequality is high, right? Yes, that's what it says here. So, a nation's inequality is a measure of how wealth and income are adjusted. High inequality reduces cohesion as a nation divides into have and have-nots. So we need to get our inequality down. 50% unity, 50% willfare. Yeah, that's a really good idea. And we'll just I've done the thing wrong. We'll just get our counselors to handle the unrest. All right, I can invest a little bit more. I'm going to put another 10 into both of them just to kickstart them a little bit, but I don't want to spend too much more money than that. Okay, we've got it down to very high, and we've actually upped our education up quite a big point as well. Let's see how that goes over time. In the meantime, we also need to just deal with the situation. So let's have a look at unrest. We've got high unrest in Indonesia and Taiwan, and the Gulf states. So we need to get on top of that. Now, when can Taiwan come into the PDL? We can bring them in on the 27th of November, which is very close to when we can bring Indonesia in, which is on the 27th. Okay, so I can bring Taiwan and Indonesia in on the 27th. That's good. So let's get Chuck to reduce unrest in Taiwan. If I click on it, there we go. Let's get Guy to do it in Indonesia.
Where to? We'll make things safe.
Okay, that was fire, but that's okay. Then other places that need unrest brought down is Gulf states and Saudi Arabia, which is a whole other kettle of fish. But we are doing the same kind of investments there. We are working on economy, welfare, and unity. And we've dropped off the spoils investment quite considerably, so we're not making as much money as we were, but that'll hopefully stabilize the nation a little bit. And then we'll get quiet to stabilize in Gulf states.
Restoring order.
There's 3 PDL armies in South Korea. I think they are home, but let's just check. They're taking up investment points. Well, that's no good. Where are those PDL in South Korea? Oh, yeah, they are here. Okay, let's send them all home. I think that's all of them going home. Central Army go home. And First Army is where it's supposed to be. Okay, they're all going home now, which will help with that. I didn't even realize that was happening. Well spotted. That was a really good spot. Alright, we'll just make sure we just need to defend the Pacific Defense League. Yep. So we've got our fleet on the way to Jupiter. Now let's just check the situation with our... Oh, I've got a... we might have a really big problem. I might have just sent... This is a fleet on the way to Mars. 13th of July. Mars. 13 July. I've just realized that Earth Defense Fleet might be on its way to an alien base. It might be about to arrive in orbit of an alien base. Here's another fleet on its way to Earth. Earth. 19th of June. Oh, I don't know if our fleet's going to be back in time for that fleet. That's a problem. Oh, that's really bad, actually. And that fleet's getting bigger. It's got some guys being just coming in with it. There's another fleet on its way. It's going to arrive on the 13th of July. I might need to send a fleet from somewhere else to Earth to defend it. It's a pretty big mistake to have made, now that I think about it. And we've also got this fleet coming to Earth on the 20th of... Oh, 20th... Yeah, I think I do. 20 October. Okay, let's just check. When is Earth Fleet going to arrive at its destination? So Earth Fleet is currently on its way to Low Vesta orbit. It's going to arrive on the 12th of July. Now, if we go to Low Vesta, it has an alien base in orbit, which actually has 3k worth of fleet. So we can defend ourselves against the fleet that's here. The problem is we need something to defend Earth. Now, if I check the situation in terms of alien fleets, we have alien fleets on the way to Mars and to Mercury. So Frosty Station is going to be hit on the 9th of October, which means I'm pretty sure that Mercury Fleet has time to get to Earth and back by the time, like, to cover for Earth Fleet. But Mercury Fleet is pretty small. Mercury Fleet is only 4 ships. I mean, it's 2k power. It should be more than enough to defend Earth against what's coming. There's nothing else heading to Mercury, right? Can I sort by destination? No, of course I can't. So, 1 fleet coming to Mercury. Yeah, there's only 1 fleet coming to Mercury, and they're not coming till October, so we can afford to send Mercury Fleet to Earth. So let's get them to do that. They should get there pretty quickly. Send them to Scaffold Shipyard. It's going to take them 1 week, so they're going to get there on the 7th of June. They'll probably get there on the 9th of June, which means they'll be there in time. So we're fine. Let's transfer them to Earth, confirm assignment. Now, what might happen is the aliens might respond to that by sending a whole ton of fleets to Mercury, but we'll deal with that if it happens. At least all the stations in Mercury have defenses, unlike most of the defenses around Earth. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit, and let's make sure we're game speeded up. Let's deselect the fleet. Let's deselect this fleet, and let's unpause the game. Well, the guy thinks I've got a fleet selected.
Securing our interests.
Okay.
Operating council.
Breakthrough. Scientists working at I've never seen this art before. A laboratory in Taiwan have made an unexpected breakthrough. Their findings are being collated and prepared to release as we speak, but there is no way of keeping a discovery of this magnitude from the rest of the world. But in the moments before that happens, we could try to leverage it in our favor. So we can pray of the ingenuity of the scientists and their institution, which will get us a ton of science and a public opinion boost. Use discovery to lobby for increased scientific funding, which will give us an investment into training and education. Explore commercial applications, which give a GDP increase. Invest military. So it's either do a lobbying for scientific funding, which I think will give us an education boost, or we just take the public opinion boost. I think I'm tempted just to take the public opinion boost. Although Taiwan could do, we'll take the training education programs. Reversed engineered small arms are in research, which is great. Now we have to get into research hell. There's so much stuff in here. Actually, there's not that much stuff in here. Sort by category. I think what we're waiting for is... I think we were waiting for stuff related to antimatter to pop up. I don't think there's anything here yet. No, I don't think there's anything here yet. I don't care about this automated stuff. I think do we need the improved ECM module in order to get the alien ECM module? Let's grab that. Okay. Titanic spacecraft is almost done, which is good. Alien fleet's arrived in the orbit of a thing, that's fine. Yeah, here's the fleet that's going to arrive. Look at the timings here. This is going to be really tight.
Returning. Things are stabilizing.
Violence is abating.
Violence is abating.
Independence for Katanaga. Okay. Scandal. Prominent figures supporting us in the Pacific Defense League have been caught in a massive public relations scandal. The scandal is already making headlines across the nation. While the media will eventually lose interest, our cause's image will be tarnished by associating with such scandalized figures. We can stall, cover up, and obfuscate. That gives us a 60% chance that our democracy will change by 0.5, or we'll lose public opinion. So causes some public opinion to turn away. Hope our people resign. Causes some public opinion to turn away. Nothing but red out. Let's stall, cover, and cover up. Cool. We managed to get through that. Okay, Mercury Defense Fleet has completed its transfer. They're going to refuel. They've refueled, so we need to wait for this fleet to arrive. Improved ECM module has been researched. Cool. If you click the Pacific Defense League and check the Armies tab. Okay, cool. I'll do that, TRM. I don't know why. It didn't look like your chat had appeared, and now it just suddenly has appeared. I didn't see it at all. ECM Mark III is available to build. Let's get the advanced ECM module researching. And let's just check the PDL now that you've mentioned it. Check none of their other armies are in the wrong place, because that would suck. Armies. No, everything else is home, or on their way home. Hi, nice guys. How's it going? Dad, your night... No, work did not finish late this time. I am online and streaming. I've already made a mistake, though, which I love. For the drama. Where's Victor 508 going? Oh, they're heading to Mars. Okay, I just hadn't updated. And where's Victor... Victor 217 looks new. Okay, enemies are planning. Any stuff... yeah, we blew up one destroyer. And then I sent Earthfleet off on an adventure by accident. I'm a bit concerned. There was a fleet I just spotted. Victor... I think it was this fleet here. Okay, they're not on their way to Mercury. That's fine. It just... No, it just looked like they're on their way to Mercury, but that's fine. Okay, let's do our assignments on Earth. Best capital ship I have at the moment. At the moment, it's the Mark V Neil class battleship, but we'll be upgrading the Lancers and were they destroyers? I'm not sure what the other class of ships were to the next level once we've taken a base and set up some space stations around Io. This is a big fleet. Wow. That's a big fleet for them just to be flying around with. That's concerning. We might need to bump up Mercury fleet. Let's actually get the fleet down a couple... No, I think our fleet will always be able to take... It's okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's just focus on doing our assignments for Earth. It's the 16th of June. We can't bring anyone into the PDL this turn. There's no alien activity on Earth right now. So let's have a quick check here for unrest. Alright, we've got 2 unrests in the PDL, Indonesia and Taiwan. So those are the first ones to concentrate on. We don't need to defend anywhere, so let's get Chuck
At your service.
to defend... Well, he's in Taiwan, so we'll just get him to do that.
We'll restore peace.
We'll get
to
Fire,
this nation.
who's in Indonesia,
What's
to
the
stabilize there. And we'll get Distal, who's
Ready
in
for my
PDL, to
We'll restore peace.
suppress
to this
unrest
nation.
there.
Ready
Next
for
up, it's
my
Gulf
mission.
States and Saudi Arabia. It's the same culprits every time. We'll get the PDL under control, and then we'll be able to focus on getting Saudi Arabia and Co under control as well. So let's defend. Let's suppress unrest in Saudi Arabia.
Restoring order.
And let's, suppress
orders.
unrest in the Gulf States. The TREM class, that's it, of course. Alright, let's confirm those assignments, and let's get back to watching spaceships fly around. So Victor 501, what are you? Okay, you're just flying past Earth, that's fine. So it's Victor, it's Earth 19th of July that's about to arrive, 19th of June.
Offering assistance.
Okay, they just arrived in Earth orbit. So now we can close this and transfer the Mercury interception fleet to deal with them. And if they flee the system, we're not going to chase them down. That's the engagement. So we want to go for a tight. Is Cloud new? I don't remember seeing Cloud. We want a short wall. Heavy in the front. We want center. We want to engage. We're going to max bid will force engagement. And we'll start battle. Alright, so we've got battleship. Oh, it's elite speak, isn't it? It's because the font here's messed with it. What was it again? Obsolete? I think it's the obsolete. We've got the Ring of Hellfire, we've got the Casunoid and the IHSV Anvil. We're just going to do a very basic maneuver here. We're going to order everyone to focus on this corvette. We're going to give the destroyers an acceleration order. We're going to give the battleships an acceleration order. That's about the same, but the destroyers will probably overtake them. And we're going to say go. We're going to speed time up a little bit, and we're going to get rid of all of the interface. The aliens are already firing. So what we've discovered is I can't give a group order to a bunch of ships with different accelerations because the destroyers will attempt to slow down. It's interesting that the turreted weapons have a longer range than the spinal mounted ones. That is a lot of missiles. That is also a lot of PD fire. He's dead. Let's just make sure that this guy is set as a primary target. Just making sure everything gets shot down, which it did. Excellent, good work, Mercury fleet. Okay, easy win for them. Got some more aliens destroyed and sent back to their makers. Cool. Let's, when they've recovered, we'll get them back to Scaffold Station. Okay, let's take you to Scaffold Station. Didn't mean to click that, but that's okay. Scaffold Station is here. So transfer there, please. And they'll refuel and rearm there. Let's get back out into the solar system and unpause the game. Requiem of Calamity completes transfer, that's fine. Now they've resupplied, excellent, they can help defend. Wildfires in Irkutsk again, let's help out. Lots of wildfires in that region. Algorithmic economic management is done. National investment points to be direct to economy increased by 5%, and control point management capacity is increased by 10. We might be able to take that last control point in Indonesia now. Let's grab Parasite Decon Operations, Operational Misdirection. It doesn't do anything for us anymore. That's actually obsolete tech. -2 on Enthrall, -2 on Enthrall, Alien Red Teaming. Training Stimulation Implants isn't really that exciting for us. Psyops. We don't really do Unrest missions. Freedom Fighters, I mean, we don't do Unrest missions. Army Dispersion Tactics and Onboarding Transform Injection. There's not really a lot of stuff for us to research right now. Let's get Army Dispersion Tactics done just in case we end up getting bombarded down the road.
Violence is abating.
Okay, Taiwan is currently
Things
working.
are cooling off.
Things are cooling off.
The situation remains
Oh,
chaotic.
he rolled a 98 and needed a 91. That's not
Order
good
is
for
returning.
PDL. I actually thought about that when I was assigning him, that I might need to just spend a little bit of money there, and I didn't do it. Debris duty. Use onboard laser weapon to clear the debris. Jupiter fleet is on its way, by the way, Night Skies. They are on their way to Jupiter right now. Victor 444 is looking concerning. What is Victor 448? They're coming to Earth on the 7th of August. Okay, there's a lot of ships heading for Earth right now. Ever since we accidentally dispatched Earth fleet. They should be almost at the end of their transfer window, I hope. Oh god, they might not have enough DV to make it back. Oh, if I've lost those ships. That's going to be really bad. I do have some battleships being constructed on Earth so we can rebuild the fleet. But if I have to scuttle those ships in the middle of that'll be so bad. Alright, I think we're going to have to spend a little bit of time just dealing with Unrest again, especially as I missed putting Unrest down in the PDL. Yeah, it's just Unrest. That's all that's going on right now. We've got so much Unrest. This nation's Unrest increased by 1.3. So we need to do PDL. So
Standing by.
start with Distal.
Where do you need me?
Suppress here. I just noticed we've got alien activity as well, so we need to do something about that. We'll get that to 99.
We'll turn down the heat.
Let's get Chuck to fight some aliens. We've got some aliens in Chad.
Ready for orders.
Again, they're just popping up in North
Ready to go.
Africa. They keep doing it there. And then
here.
what else do we need to deal with? Indonesia, Taiwan are our next two hotspots. Where we've got a man
Ready.
in Indonesia, so you can stabilize there. Again, I want to make sure this triggers. So let's get that to 99.
We'll restore peace
And
to
we
this
don't have
nation.
anyone in Taiwan right now, so let's get Guy to move there.
We'll make
And then
things
which
safe.
is the most dangerous one out of
What's
Gulf
the
States and Saudi? Out of Gulf States and Saudi, it is pretty much bang on, but we'll go for Gulf States. We might lose these countries soon. That might be on the cards for us. Okay, let's confirm assignments. Let's go back to solar system view. And let's unpause.
Lending my expertise.
Okay, that fleet's about to arrive at Mercury. We're going to have to send the Mercury interception fleet back over to Mercury, I think. Depending on how long it's going to take them to get there. 2 weeks. They're not going to make 13th of June. They're not going to quite make it. But they can at least clean the fleet up. So let's transfer them back. Oh wait, is that fleet coming to Earth? Oh, I maybe just made a huge mistake. Okay, anyway, we'll deal with that when it comes up. Resistance Fleet Jovita Scarlet Dawn has completed transfer and made it into low Callisto orbit. So we now have our first extra, well, sort of mid-solar system presence. What we can do straight away is we can found a platform. So we're going to do that. Found a platform. This is going to start, so we need to name this platform. This is Pontiac Station. It's going to be renamed pretty quickly. Let's change the name of this. We want a new base. Scorching Sunlight Station. Doesn't quite work for where it is, but I like the name anyway. Scorching Sunlight Station. Same name. Alright, Scorching Sunlight Station has been named. What's it currently constructing? It's got a platform core, a construction module, and a fusion pile. I'm going to add a... I'll actually let that build it because it can protect itself, and then we'll get that construction module built. So that fleet that I've just moved our other fleet to, are they actually coming to Earth? Am I really stupid? Yes, they're coming to Earth. They're not coming to Mercury. I completely misunderstood where they were going. Is it too late to divert the fleet? It probably is. Yeah, Mercury fleet's already on route, so there's nothing I can do. So they're going to get to Earth orbit, and there's going to be no one there to stop them. And the worst thing is the other factions aren't going to help with us. Earth interception fleet has almost arrived at Vesta, but they're not going to make it back in time. So we could be in for... is there any chance this is a fleet with stuff to land? There's a destroyer and 2 corvettes. I think it's just a combat fleet. At least we have some space defenses. That might help. Whoops. It was meant to be, yeah, I figured it was Andrew Bosco, but it's okay, I still like the name. Alright, well, let's see what happens with the 30th of July fleet. Victor 190, this is a really big fleet, has arrived in low 90. I'm actually going to rename Victor 190, because that's a really big fleet. That's actually not too bad. Okay, back to Earth. I can't believe I did that. It's very me, isn't it? Look, they're going to pass each other.
Things are stabilizing.
Okay, Fortune's... Oh, they're bombarding Fortune Song. Well, they sent a fleet big enough. They sent a big enough fleet. Do we have Exodus Initiative presence at Mercury? I need to deal with that. They've sent a big enough fleet to bombard Fortuna Song, haven't they? This is a state... This is a base that they've been attacking for this whole playthrough. And they finally sent oh, it's not the fleet. Yeah. They finally sent a... How many ship fleet? An 18-ship fleet to bombard this base. You can't... I guess they really, really want it. Let's have a look at what's going on in Mercury. Looks like they've got some stations here. Or do they have some sites? They've grabbed the 2 sites on the planet that are pretty crappy that I didn't grab. That's what they've done. There's 2 other sites here as well. They've grabbed some sites on the planet. It's not too bad. Bigger problem, of course, is the fact that we've got an alien fleet about to get into Earth orbit with nobody to defend Earth.
Order is returning.
Their defense array at Iron was destroyed. That's the Fortuna base. Yeah, Fortuna base is being destroyed. Okay, that's okay. We're going to transition to IO. Antimatter Harvester Project. Yes. That's a really important one. Let's change the army dispersion tactics to antimatter harvesters. Close that.
Violence is abating.
Order is returning.
Here comes the fleet.
Target secured.
At least Rambo did that well. Antimatter harvesters are done. Cool, that means we can get Antimatter Farm Project. A platform control set of deploying magnetic loops able to mine antimatter from a planet's magnetic field. Harvest 50% of the antimatter produced by cosmic rays in an orbit. Requires presence of antimatter in the orbit. Only one may operate per orbit regardless of faction. Okay, so we get one of those. Let's go back to army dispersion tactics, I guess. Okay, Resistance Fleet, don't mess with humanities, completes transfer. Take me there. Can you get back to Earth? 3 weeks to get back to Scaffold Station. Okay, they'll get there on the 7th of August. Let's get them back there. We've got a brief window where Earth is undefended, but hopefully it won't be too bad for us. That alien fleet hasn't arrived yet, but it's about to arrive. Alien Fleet 13 has arrived in low Mars orbit. Okay, let's get Mars Defense Fleet to deal with that. Learned a valuable lesson about pursuit. And that's the fleet that's arrived in Earth orbit that we can't do anything about right now. Okay, this is the Mars fleet. I want a tight line. No, I want a short wall. Shields, a heavy center, engage. Once our fleet is back, maybe worth rallying the inner system fleet to blow up that big fleet. Which inner system fleet are you referring to? The Jupiter fleet? This will be a fast fight. Let me select all the battleships. We'll just get them to accelerate. And then let me get all the destroyers. Oh, is this a new track? This sounds like a new track. And we'll set this as the primary target, and we will engage. Nice to see Mars. So where do we need to build our antimatter? Can we build one per planet, or is there better planets that build them around? Can't even see the alien. It's just this tiny little dot here. So which fleet are you referring to? I mean, Neil. The Mercury fleet? I don't really have a spare fleet in the inner system. Don't build antimatter harvester. Okay, it's the antimatter farm I want. Okay, they're dead. Just go straight for farm? Cool. Good job, Wildcat, Shining Feathers, Many-Headed Masterpiece, Flying Zip, Rocinante, Ramming Speed, Shards of Glory, and Aquavitae. Easy win for them. Let's get them back to here be dwarves. Farm is for medium Earth orbit and in Jupiter. Okay. Thank you for the information. I've never dealt with antimatter in this game before. Resistance fleet, Mighty Mars completes transfer. Cool. That's fine, they're resupplied. What is the alien fleet doing around Earth is the concern. Western Army has arrived in Fukuoka. So they've not done anything that I can see here as of yet. This is them arriving. I'm saying use any and all of our defensive fleet to go after the big fleet blowing up astro bases. Maybe leave a few behind or take half of each fleet. We can afford to do that with the Earth fleet and the Mars fleet. We can't do that with the Mercury fleet, but that's probably fine. That's a good idea because they are. That is a nasty big fleet. Okay, we've got a new team. We've got a new team, a new turn, and we've got to do a lot of defending this turn, which is going to cause us a few more problems. What do we need to defend? Is it just the United States of North America? Okay, it's just the United States of North America, so we can get Distal to do that.
Standing by for orders.
Distal's voice, it doesn't quite match his appearance. He's much deeper than I would expect to hear him. Chuck has some inactivity to deal with in Chad again.
Ready for my mission.
And then we need to deal with the biggest issues. Let me just check. Nowhere else is defended. No, just US. Okay, so unrest isn't actually looking too bad. We've got 0 unrest in America, which is great. We've got 2 unrest in Saudi Arabia because we didn't do anything about it last turn, so let's start there.
What's the op?
Then the next highest issue is the PDL, which is at 1.8, which is not as high as it used to be, so I think we're already seeing a little bit of a change. How are we looking here? We're looking at, we've got inequality is still going down, but cohesion is also going down. But it's not as extreme as it was before. Let's stabilize in the PDL.
We'll make
Next biggest issue or concern is Indonesia. Also, I think it's time that we brought Clark Dad back to Earth, just so that they can help out with stabilization. So we'll be trying to include that in that fleet movement when it happens. Let's confirm those assignments. I did defend America, thank goodness. Okay, let's jump out to here. Let's just have a quick check on our Jovian assault fleet. No alien movement as of yet to deal with them. The aliens seem to be happy enough with us setting up around Callisto, which is interesting. What we should be doing actually is I should be... how do I... survey? The fleet must be in an interface orbit. So let's dispatch... What I'll do is I'm going to detach the builders. Which is 0 point burst and laser addict. And we're going to rename them to the builders. And we're going to transfer them to an interface orbit, which I think just means a low orbit around Io. Or can I even do that? Because they are in... here you go. Low Io orbit. Altitude 500 kilometers. So now they'll be able to do a survey of Io for us. Those are particle accelerators that make antimatter, not harvest natural antimatter. Okay. You're talking about passive and generating antimatter. That's fine. No, apparently they're not. It says they're not in a. It says they're not in interface orbit. So I'm just going to transfer them there, which will do in. It says they're going to do straight away.
Securing our control. I will help them.
It says they're still transferring. They're going to arrive on the 19th of July. Advanced ECM module's done. That leaves us with so little to research here. We'll just do ferrocite decon until something else pops up. Resistance fleet. Okay, Mercury fleets arrived back in Mercury. That's fine for now. And they've resupplied. Humanity fleet is on its way back. Builder's fleet is now in a low Io orbit. I'm in Callisto, not Io. Oh, wow, guys. I went to the wrong planet. How dangerous is this for them? It's probably pretty dangerous, right? Nothing's come to intercept them yet, but I probably need to get them back to Callisto. They're going to have to transfer... Okay, let's just do that. Let's get them back to a low Callisto orbit. Low Callisto orbit. It says that Scarlet Dawn is in a low Callisto orbit, which is weird. I'll just transfer them back over. I did not realize what I had done. Zeta Halo Drive stolen, that's fine.
Things are cooling off.
Things are stabilizing.
Okay. They can now
Things
survey.
are stabilizing.
Surveying Callisto. I can't believe I did that. So they're now surveying Callisto.
The LZ is secure.
Only 52%, wow. Army dispersion tactics is done. I'm just running out of research projects. I might have to go back and just research some stuff that's obsolete. Okay. It says no operation assigned. Did I do that right? No, I didn't start it. Okay. They're building up that fleet bigger. Builders prospecting potential base sites on Callisto will be complete in 28 days. Finally got that started properly. Oof, don't do that. That's bad for our frame rate. Okay, we've got a new turn. We need to defend European Union. Interesting that the aliens aren't interested in challenging us over Callisto at all. So let's get defense. Let's get Distal to defend the European Union.
Protecting our
And then let's have a look at the old unrest
Ready
everywhere
for my
else.
mission.
You can just ally nothing to some. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, that'll help our overall research, won't it? So we need to do Taiwan first.
Your
Just
orders?
constantly putting out unrest fires at the moment. And
We'll
then we
make
need to
things
go
safe.
to
Your
Saudi
orders?
Arabia, where Guy
Where
Fawkes
to?
already is. So no plane flight for him.
Restoring order.
After Saudi, it's Indonesia.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
After Indonesia, it's Gulf states. And that's it. That's all we can afford to do right now. I always do that. I'm going to click this. There we
We'll
go.
turn down the heat.
All right, let's confirm assignments, and we'll jump back into the source system view and
Making
unpause.
things safe for our people.
Lending my expertise.
Okay, there's another alien fleet about to arrive at Earth. Okay, Scorching Sunlight Station has completed the platform core. I want to wait till the... Do I want to wait till the construction module is complete? I know, Bosco. I'm trying to do something about it. We've done some direct investment to try and work on that, and we've got our investment... I can't remember what it's called. Our national investment points working towards sorting that out. I know that's the source of the unrest. Before you joined the stream, we spent quite a lot of time looking into it. Do I want to start this upgrading now, or do I want to wait until the construction module is completed? It's going to be completed on the 31st of December. I think we just want to get going. Let's get an orbital car upgrade on the way. It's going to take 60 days. I'll wait till that's at level 3 before we do anything else. Okay, back to solar system view. We are working on our unrest. Don't worry. Because I've got a thing selected. Earth Defense Fleet. Alien launch fleet launches for the builders. That's fine. They're going to arrive on the 5th of defense. The 5th of... That's a big fleet. The problem is everywhere. What? So we've got a big fleet. That's Victor 217. Let's actually give them a name. Could you elaborate on what you mean, Andrew? Victor 217. Yeah, I'm going to build a shipyard. Oh, I should have done that already. That's a good point. I'll do that now. Victor 217. 216. Where's Victor 217? I must have gone past it. Maybe not. And I'll definitely merge the builders in, don't worry. Don't see Victor 217. I must have missed it. Must be, there it is. Victor 217. It's the second biggest fleet the aliens own. Clocking in at 5.4k power. Builder, Intercept, Fleet, Callisto. What was the date? 5 December. We could have a very big fight happening on the 5th of December. So let's do a couple of things to help mitigate that. Let's get the Scarlet Dawn to merge. Oh, they need to move to the station. So let's get the builders. Oh, the builders are currently... So the builders need to finish their survey, which they'll do before December, and then we need to move them over. Now let's check Scarlet Station. There's Scarlet Dawn, and let's see if we can build... This is the dumbest way to try and select a station, by the way. Oh my goodness. Stations, Scarlet, Scorching Sunlight Station. Finally, okay. Let's see if we can build a shipyard so we can get everything. Yeah, we can build a space dock. And we can upgrade that as time goes by, but that'll let us resupply everybody. All right, let's jump back to the solar system view. Make sure that we don't have this selected anymore, and we can unpause. Typhoon in Taiwan. Let's save who we can. Research the ecological stabilization program stolen. Someone's obviously got below security. Victor Fleet has arrived in North Orbit. I can't do anything about that right now. Resistance Fleet Earth Interception has arrived back. They are currently resupplying. Another fleet has arrived in Earth orbit. As soon as they finish resupplying, we will get them to defend Earth.
Things are stabilizing.
Order is returning.
Okay. They are now ready to fight. So let's get them to transfer. I think 13th of July is the biggest fleet, so we'll go for them first. I'm going to have a bunch of battles here to clear Earth orbit up. They've probably landed a bunch of alien agents in this time.
Violence is abating.
Okay, we've got our first fight. This is a big fight. We want a tight... They're actually taking the fight as well, which is interesting. Heavy and center. So we've got... They're at combat power of 800, 698. We're at 5.6k. We should be fine. Let's engage, and we'll bid 11 KPS and start the battle. Okay, now, the temptation is to speed towards these guys, but they do have a battleship, so let's set the battleship as a primary target, and I'm pretty happy with... Oh, the game just crashed. Oh, no. We'll give it a second to see if it comes back, but I think the game has completely crashed. Yep, that doesn't sound... Oh, no, I think we're back. Nope, we just crashed the desktop. Oh. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Let me relaunch the game and see how much progress we've lost. That's what we call a kick in the dick in the balls. This game's been pretty... This is the first crash I've had since the game came out, I'll say. I haven't had any other crashes, and I've played for a long time. There should be a combat autosave. Yeah, it saved literally the start of that combat. We are fine. Well done, whoever implemented the combat autosave. It's going to take a little while for the game to load, though. It loads really slowly now that the game's been going on for this long. The CTD cannon is pretty dangerous. It's not quite as bad as the delete boot.ini cannon, but it's a still a pretty powerful cannon. We get to enjoy this beautiful artwork while the game loads. I got it. I don't got it. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. It's really nice. I hope you're all having a good day. I do enjoy playing this game with you. I love it that I make so many mistakes, and yet you somehow still continue to show up and keep me right. I apologize for how many mistakes I do make. I do get very embarrassed about it. Not about it. As we drop back into some Scottish slang. Okay. Shouldn't be too much longer before it loads. Yeah, exactly, Valentin. It takes a long time to get here. I was looking at how many hours of this I've played, and it's a lot. Steam is saying that I have I've got 80 hours of Terra Invicta under my sleeve, under my belt, which is a lot. Now, that does include the playing the pre-release, but still, this campaign's been going on for a long time. Well, the only reason I've not been making more mistakes, Bosco, is because you are all here to help me, and I really appreciate it. See how long it takes to load? This is why I prepare for my streams half an hour early these days. Here we go, we're almost there. Sorry for the little, our little break. I like this is one of my favorite pictures in the loading screen. I feel like that's an alien ship landing and there's just some Sherpa. With his, okay, here we go. Into battle. So just make sure I've got this set up right. We've got a tight, short wall, heavy, center, engage, full bid. Now, all I did last time was I selected the set primary target and clicked on the Battleship Austral Wind. So let's click on that and click on the Battleship Austral Wind, and the game didn't crash. All right, now, temptation is to accelerate, but I actually want to keep the fleet pretty together here. I think they're all a decent... We're just going to... Ooh, I almost crashed again there, it felt like. So let's just bring them forward. It's quite a lot of stuff to deal with here. We might do some maneuvering. I'm actually going to get everybody to padlock in this fight. But what we might have to do is change targets on some ships if they're getting rushed. I like the go away simulator. Okay, we're all padlocked in. Into battle we do flight. Doesn't matter if we're going to die. We should win this easily. This is not a particularly powerful fleet. This is a concern, the Battleship Austral Wind, but I don't think it's a huge concern. Aliens are already firing. We're returning fire. Every time the game is even just a little bit jerky, because I'm on the edge of the viewable area, I think it's crashed. Let's get rid of this and this. I hope the shells come through well on the YouTube stream. That's one of the ships down. A little bit of an overfire, but that's okay. That's another ship down. They're screening for the battleship is what they're doing, by the looks of it. Nothing's gotten through yet. Another ship down. I like it when you get the combined PD shots, that's really cool. Okay, looks like the battleship's in range now, or getting into range. The amount of firepower we are firing out here is obscene. Oof. Quite a lot of work for the PD to do, though. Taking a couple of hits here. Oh, the battleship's taking hits. The alien antagonizer is taking some damage. The armor's currently holding, though. It's taking hits, but the armor... Okay, it's getting through the armor now. It may die, because this is plasma. Yeah, the plasma got through and we lost one battleship. Which is a bit of a shame, but there's not much we can do about plasma apart from armor up. Well, that is a really nice explosion. So that was the alien antagonizer. Lost, but not forgotten. We could replace that battleship pretty easily. We've already got one under construction. Okay, so we lost the alien antagonizer. We got 18.4 exotics. We've got more ships for this fleet to chase, though, so I'll unpause the game, which it doesn't want to do. The game is being a little bit temperamental right now. It won't let me unpause at the moment. Okay, it just won't let me unpause with the hotkey. Okay, now we need to take me there, and they need to get after another fleet. Or did they hit all the fleets at once? They hit all the fleets at once. Okay. Then they'll just get them back to the Scaffold Shipyard. That was a lot of pew-pew. Our new strategy seems to be working quite well. Let's zoom out a little bit and unpause the game. It's not okay. So for some reason, I can't unpause the game with spacebar right now. They're resupplied and refueled. There's another fleet heading for Earth. They're going to arrive on the 23rd of August. Low Mars orbit. We've got to fight at Mars. So Mars interception fleet. You have a fleet to intercept. That's ordered. I don't know. That was the name of the fleet that came up, and I loved it so much I kept it. We've actually got stations around Mars I didn't even notice. This is a level 3 station owned by the servants. It's got a shipyard, a command center, space science research centers, no defenses by the looks of it. Marine platoon barracks though. They're ready for crash test Marines. There's so many alien fleets on the way, it is a little bit insane. Okay. I want to auto-resolve this, but I've heard so many bad things about the auto-resolver that it's just worth quickly finding it out. What I'll do, though, is I'll select all of the destroyers. And I'll order them to... Whoops. What is... This is not corresponding to my mouse clicks. That is not what I ordered them to do at all. Why is it doing that? No. It's not... Where my mouse is and where the game thinks my mouse is not the same place. Oh dear. Well, that was bad. Yeah. It's very confused about... I have to drag the mouse backwards to make them go forwards. I think I'm going to reload the save after this combat, yes. Something very screwy is going on. It feels like they have gained sentience. This ship, okay, I was about to say, they've managed to dodge a lot of fire. Something really weird has happened. It's not just inverted, it's like off-center as well. We're going to reload the save. Okay, we won that fight. Let's save the game. Stream weirdness. I actually got to relaunch the game as well, so just bear with me for a couple of seconds. I'm just going to reload the game for you. What I really need to do is get some more templates like this. I tried to make one for my birthday stream that had like birthday stuff on it, and it didn't work, and I was really sad about it. Right, that's the game closed. I'll just restart it from Steam. I'll wait for the cloud save to upload. Okay, let's try again. Sorry for loading. Loading simulator is what you're getting at the moment. If I go live, you should be able to see the game again. Oh, I did not know that worked. Look, Andrew, you showed up on the stream. I didn't know that was a chat window there. Okay, let's load the game. We'll do stream weirdness load. Oh, it doesn't stay there though. It just shows the last chat for a couple of seconds. Huh. I did not know that was a thing. I could make more of these. There's loads of tools to do that in the streaming software I use. I just haven't set them up. Is it a Twitch template? Yeah, it is a Twitch template. I didn't realize that either, Neil. I never use this what's it called? This stage. I never ever use it. I've also got this one. It's my Be Right Back. That's clearly Twitch. And then I've edited this one. The Ending Soon one also has the Twitch boy. So I probably need to make my own. Oh, is it going to see Terra Invicta? It doesn't look like it is. Let's just go back to live. Oh no, that is going to see it. We'll keep it on this screen until it finishes loading, so that people watching the VOD, if there is anybody, know when to skip back in. Hopefully the game isn't just going to die here. Make the chat area smaller and the game bigger. I'll make it full screen, don't worry. I'm just doing it while it loads. Oh, so yeah, your chat's not appearing anymore. I just realized that's what T-Ram is referring to. Just you, Andrew Bosco. You're the only one who showed up in chat. I can't believe the game crashed. It's never happened before. I don't think it even crashed when I was doing it in... I don't think it cracked when I was doing it... Oh, thank you, Elrigan. I didn't jump out my skin that time. I like the little dinosaur. I don't even think it even crashed on me until I had it running for like 2 weeks during the early access when you couldn't save the game. That was the only time it crashed on me. And it crashed hard. It like wrecked my computer for a day. They're just coming through really slowly. The chat's helpful. Do you want me to add the chat to the actual stream rather than having to look at the YouTube chat? Because I could do that. Yeah, exactly. Terra Invicta does have a lot of stuff in it. Okay. Because I'm pretty sure I won't do it right now, but I could add the chat into the stream somewhere easily. If people think that's something that would be useful. So they don't have to have the chat open in another window, or they could have I guess they could have the game full screen then, couldn't they? Okay, we're back in the game. Let's close all of this. What is Mars? Mars fleet are recovering from a fight. Okay, that's fine. So let's just select Earth and we'll speed things up again and we'll unpause. Let's get them to head back to their Here We Dwarf ship station. Yeah, exactly, Fellington. There's a lot of moving wheels here. Okay, they complete the transfer. That's fine. They're supplying. They've resupplied. That's excellent. Right, we're in August 2040. That fleet's coming in December. Okay, Bosco. I'll see what I can do. Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to do anything with it right now. That's what I do, but not everybody has two screens. Someone might be watching on a laptop, Neil, or on their phone. There's a big fleet being put together in 488 Crusoe orbit. Enemies are planning. There's another fleet about to arrive at Earth as well. It's going to hit on the 23rd. Yes, Terra Invicta is a bit dense, but maybe we could do it in Nebulous. Okay, let's check the situation on Earth. I think it's just going to be another round of suppressing unrest, to be honest. High unrest in Taiwan. Everywhere else is actually not too bad. How are things looking in the PDL just now? So we're currently we're still losing cohesion, but inequality is going down, and as that goes down, cohesion will start to go up. What I could potentially do is do another direct investment into Unity, maybe say another 20. How much is that going to cost me? 18k. I'm going to do that. Oh yeah, I've been full threat for aliens for a long time, Fellington. We're in full war. Right, that drops that to 5.8, which now is putting cohesion up. So that's good. Let's see how that goes. Let's check on our agents. So I think Chuck's going to have to fight some aliens because they're still in chat.
Gear up.
What's the op?
I think, was it Taiwan that was our biggest problem? Yes, Taiwan. So let's get Taiwan to stabilize.
We'll restore peace to this nation.
Next up, it's EU and Saudi Arabia.
We'll make things safe.
At your service. We'll make things safe.
And last but not least,
Where to?
Indonesia. We're going to take another hit to equality and everything, unfortunately, when we bring Indonesia on board, but then we can start properly sorting out the nation with a lot of direct investment. Okay, I'm going to get it to 98, but let's do it. Let's confirm assignments. Let's go back to solar system view. Whoa, I love it when that bug happens, and it happens a lot these days. Still no aliens interested us in Jupiter orbit. I should keep an eye on the Jupiter system. So there's 2 fleets flying around. What am I clicking on? It's the... Hey, Vincent, how's it going? We are deep into Terra Invicta is what we're doing, and things are going interesting. So we've got Victor 518, which is on its way across the system, and there's also this fleet here, which is on its way past Jupiter. Is it? Yeah, it's on its way, I think, to Swift Justice Station, which is their station that they've got around Ganymede. So Callisto is currently still untouched.
Lending my expertise.
So much going on. Antimatter farms are now available for research. That's what we need to see. Let's get rid of ferrocite decon operations. Let's fix this because it's all been sorted. We'll do category, and we've got antimatter farm under research. A large-scale mining center that employs plasma loops to gather naturally occurring antimatter in the magnetic field of a large planet. That's an important bit of science. Let's rush that. We're done on the 20th of August. It'll be done in 2 days because our research is so ridiculous. There's that fleet heading to Ganymede. Yeah, they're just rallying up. That's Wellington is what they generally do. Antimatter farms are done. So we want to build one of those in Jupiter, around Jupiter, one of those around Earth. Is that correct? Because I'm not certain about what to do with the antimatter farms at the moment, and I'd rather do it correctly. Okay, Alien Victor Fleet 156 has arrived in the 31 Euro phase. I think this is another attempt to destroy a base that we have. Yeah, Craig Mathier is here. What they don't realize is they're actually helping me out a little bit because I need to decommission some of these mines anyway. But they're going to start... Oh, I just realized.
Violence is abating.
They haven't started bombarding us yet. Oh,
Things are cooling off.
okay, we've actually got an alien fleet in orbit that I missed there. Or later. Okay, yeah, they're destroying everything. So that base is gone. Stabilize, 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 stabilize. Alien fleet has arrived. Oh, this is a big fleet. This is a huge fleet. This is a massive fight we're about to have. Okay. Let's get ready for another big combat. Let's get the Don't Mess with Humanities to intercept this fleet. So this game, Vincent, is essentially... think about XCOM or... yeah, XCOM is a grand strategy game. So not only are we defending Earth, but we're actually fighting space battles in the solar system. And there's a whole bunch of different factions that are also working to their own goals to defeat the aliens. It has a whole geopolitical simulator, and it... yeah, they are transferring. Good. Okay, and it also has a huge space thing as well. Let's see what's going on here. That fleet has army lander ships, does it? Oh, great. Well, let's hope that the Earth Interception Fleet can deal with them before they land stuff. This could be interesting, because I missed one day. Here comes the... It doesn't look like anything got landed. This is a 1.5k fleet versus a 4.8k fleet. We're probably going to lose some ships here. Let's get a short wall heavy ships that are in the center. We'll engage. We'll chase them down. Prepare armies for potential engagement. We might actually have a Earth battle. Wow. They just snuck this in, didn't they? Okay, let's go. They tried to flee, so that's something. Okay, we're going to keep the fleet close together. I could maneuver everybody a bit closer. We might bring the Admiral Dowd in, because it's a little bit on its own out here. So I might bring it over. We'll do Control. No, is it Alt? What's the hotkey again? I always forget the hotkey. Is it V? Hang on, I always forget the hotkey when I haven't played for a while. Settings, Controls, Q and E, that's right. I was like, why have I lost this? Okay, so we want to go Q. No, I want to go E. We don't want to go too high. Something like this. What's going on here? That's what I'm doing wrong. Nope. Why would it not let me set that? It will not let me set a vertical waypoint. Every time I let go, it just resets. There we go, I did it. I want you about here. Okay, that should do for that maneuver. Is that a little bit too close? We'll just maybe bring this down a little bit more. Actually, we'll bring this down. And then we'll do this. Yeah, perfect. I just don't want him, the Admiral Dowd, like on the outside of the formation, and we'll just accelerate here to catch up with the rest of the fleet. Okay, let's set. We've got destroyer, corvette, corvette, gunship, frigate, destroyer, dreadnought, destroyer, frigate, gunship, frigate, frigate, destroyer. We'll set the dreadnought as our primary target. Okay, battleship, careful rammer. Battleship is your fury. Destroyer, surging tide. Destroyer, go away simulator. Battleship, icicle. Destroyer, Sea of Madness. Destroyer, Spacefish. Destroyer, Admiral Dowd. Destroyer, Lexington. This is the most important battle we have had in Earth orbit. Now, the enemy fleet are currently fleeing from us. So I will actually give an acceleration command to all of our ships as well. So let's get all the battleships selected. That's all of them. Is that right? Yeah. And let's give them a acceleration order. And then we'll get all of our destroyers selected. Except for this one, the Dowd. And we'll give them an acceleration order. And now she's going to push them ahead of the fleet. Oh, it selected him anyway. I mean, that's fine, because he's actually in an okay position here. I'm gonna get... Oh, that's all of them. Just want to select this ship now. I'm a little bit hesitant to start the fight, you may have noticed. Okay, let's do it. Let's start the fight. Let's get this engagement going. Let's kill the velocity indicators. Let's kill the interface for now. This is a big alien fleet, but it's lots of small ships, lots of frigates and corvettes. This is what we're up against. This, I'm guessing, is the lander back here, the Valley Wind. Okay, they are running from us, but we should start catching up. Our ships have crazy acceleration with these engines. Yeah, basically, I like Neil's. I just noticed Neil's description. Finn said it's bang on. You play one of 7 Illuminatis, fighting the other 6 Illuminatis to figure out how to respond to an alien invasion. One of the Illuminatis wants to make friends with the aliens. One of them wants to become their servants. One of them wants to just nuke them. We're playing sort of a moderate anti-alien nation. Let's speed this up a little bit, because it is going very slowly. Aliens are firing. There's probably going to be a bit of plasma in this fleet that I can't do anything about. They're turning and facing with most of their combat ships. Okay, our ships are now opening fire. Once the Dowd is in position, I'm going to padlock the fleet. Okay, here we go. This is going to be nuts. Yeah, I'm building a lot of battleships, Fellington. It got a bit scary for a while when I basically lost all of my fleets, so this is my response to that. This is plasma. There's nothing we can really do about it. We can't stop it. Okay, there's one ship down. Oh, those are long-range beam lasers. We lost... I think that's the Admiral Dowd that just went down. No, the Admiral Dowd's still alive. This is crazy. Look at these missiles. Good work, destroyers. This plasma is a problem. Yeah, that destroys... The Admiral Dowd's going down. It's not down yet, but it's taken... Yeah, the Admiral Dowd's gone. Every game, the Admiral Dowd goes down. Okay, there's not many alien ships left. We've taken out the destroyer. That's it, they're all dead. We lost... I think we lost one ship, maybe 2 there. The destroyers did their job. They defended the battleships. That was a crazy battle. There was so many enemy ships. If they keep sending fleets like that, I don't know if I'll be able to deal with the attrition. It takes half a year to build a battleship. Not quite. Yeah, it takes roughly a third of a year to build a battleship. So we lost the Surging Tide and the Admiral Dowd. 20 exotics, though. Are you lolling at the Admiral Dowd dying lights, guys? Because that is pretty funny. Okay. Transfer back to Scaffold Shipyard to repair and rearm. Alright, let's get back to the... The Builders has completed its scan of Callisto. We now build bases on the surface with the appropriate colonization technology. Monthly research production for each site. Oh, there's some good sites here. Utgard, 77 water, 101 base metals. That's not bad. We've got 32 volatiles here and 72 water. I'm doomed. The Admiral Dowd is doomed in any game. Yes, he is. 76 water, 32.8 volatile, 65 base metal, 40 noble metals, and Lycon Crater. I've already got ships under construction, Andrew Bosco. Don't worry, I'm on top of it. Is it almost meme worthy? It might be, Downwater Blunder. I have ships under construction to replace losses. There's some good stuff here. That's great. All right, what we want to do is we want to get the builders now to re-merge with the Scarlet Dawn. So we need to get them to move to... Can I just get them to move by clicking? Transfer to medium. Set 5 call to medium close to orbit. No, that's not what I want to do. I want you to move to the Jovian Assault Fleet. Yeah, 4.4 hours. Cool. Transfer. Okay, they've completed their transfer. They're repaired. Builders has completed their transfer. So now we'll get Jovian Assault Fleet to merge with the builders. Okay, cool. Now, once the construction module is finished at Scarlet Dawn Station, Sunlight Station, which it isn't done yet. Once the construction module is complete, I believe I can use it to build on the planet. But I need the construction module to be completed first. Otherwise, we'll be sending stuff from Earth. So we'll wait for that to finish. I can't get over how big that fight was. Security accountability chaining, I don't really care about that, to be honest, but we'll just keep researching what we've got. Titanic spacecraft is almost done, which will be fun.
Target destroyed.
Okay, we've wiped out all the invasive flora and fauna on Earth. Oh, T-Ram, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. Godspeed to the Lost indeed. Second great battle over Earth. That was probably the greatest battle over Earth we've had. Speaking of battles over Earth, we have another one. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I always get so embarrassed. All right, Earth fleet, you need to get after Victor 455, which I think is a single ship. It's a battleship though, so we'll get that intercepted. Enemies are planning. Okay, that's the end of the turn. Ooh, right, wow. Let's just take a second to take stock of everything. So it is the 1st of September. I believe Taiwan and the Indonesia can't join until November. I'll just check that. Yes, 27th of November. How is the situation in the PDL? So cohesion is going up. Inequality is going down. We are finally making some changes to this nation. They've got a long way to go, but they are moving in the right direction, which is really, really good to see. I really messed up by not investing in that earlier. Let's quickly check the situation on Earth in terms of unrest. There is a lot of unrest on Earth right now. Taiwan needs to be dealt with. So we'll get Chuck Rambo all the way over to Taiwan.
We'll turn
after Taiwan, we're looking at the EU and Indonesia. We've already got Quiet Recruit in the EU, so we'll just send them back here. And then we want Indonesia, and we have Distilled in Indonesia, so they can just do their work there.
Your orders? We'll make things safe.
Then we've got, after Indonesia, Gulf States and Saudi Arabia as usual. So we'll do Gulf States and Saudi Arabia because we've got enough people. What still drops? It was 1.3 cohesion. Okay. We've got to get that on. We've got to get the inequality up before the cohesion will sort itself out. We're also, if you can see here, we're dropping the inequality in Saudi Arabia as well. And we're also dropping the inequality in the Gulf States too. So I am working on it in all the locations where it is a problem. It's just taking its time to balance itself out. We also are dropping it in Europe too. We actually have absolutely no cohesion in Europe, but I am trying to work on that with my investments. We probably don't need as much of a military investment as we have. The problem with direct investment is the cash investment. How are things in America? America's okay. Cohesion is going up. Inequality is going down. America's like the best nation I own control right now. No alien administration, just too good. No alien administration on Earth. Nope. They never got to land. That was the closest they've gone in just then, Fellington. That was literally the closest they've gone. They've had one other mothership in orbit. There was a pretty big fight, but they've never made it. So we've never really had much in the way of Earth wars. I've got all of the EU. I've got all of North America, and just for the memes, I've been working on the PDL, which has actually turned into a lot of babysitting. Right, let's confirm assignments and get off Earth. We're just really waiting on stuff to happen around Jupiter. I was expecting the aliens to kind of like defend Jupiter, but they've just let me land on Callisto, so that's just the way things are. Earth, okay, we've just intercepted with Humanity First Fleet Foxtrot 2. What? What happened there? Did the alien fleet leave? No, it's still here. I must have just clicked on the wrong fleet. Oops. Stop putting holes in my ship. Okay. Alright, that's the correct engagement. So we want a tight, short wall, heavy, center, engage. We're going to chase after them. We only have 2 battleships left in this fleet after having 5. What's up, Night Skies? What's the question? The moment Fro said the ships to kill a single ship, it went to total war. Yeah, it must have been a misclick. I did go to total war, yes. I didn't even hesitate, did I? I just went, yes, war. Yeah, the other human factions are just basically non-entities at this point. Oh, there's actually the battleship Azure Fury here as well. Lexington, Sea of Madness, Spacefish, and Go Away Simulator. Full speed ahead. Let's set this as our primary target. I'll unpause, and while we're doing that, I'll just padlock everybody. Sadly, you still can't padlock a group of ships. Alright, let's speed things up. And let's get rid of the UI. Oh, we've got some visual bugs as well. Look at this. It's like the shadow of their engines is... Oh, it's actually not a visual. It might be the shadows of these ships being cast on... Yeah, it is. It's shadows. It's such a shame the NPC humans are impotent, to be honest. It'd be nice to be able to, like, share the defense of Earth with Resistance Energy first. Hey, Weeble, it's going pretty well. Apart from a small misclick that almost lost us Earth, things aren't going too badly. I'm just chasing down an enemy battleship that's running away from me right now. Here it is here. Actually, it's not running away. It is running towards me. That's good to see. Well done, aliens. Yeah, you can't get rid of them, sadly. Let's speed things up a little bit more. There's the battleship there. The Shadow Dancer. Destroyers are closing. Could be a mistake having them get that far ahead, but I think we'll be alright. That sounds like plasma. That could be a problem. Well, they're opening fire with their spinal cannons. Is it plasma? It's plasma. No, it's not plasma. And the battleship's dead. And nobody took any damage. Cool, cool. The PD game for my fleet is strong. Strong PD game. Oh, it'd be so cool if there was a multiplayer mode. Imagine different people controlling different factions at the same time in the same game, all working to be the winner. That would be amazing. Forming alliances and backstabbing each other. I would love that so much. It would take a long time to play, though. Alright, that's the Don't Mess With Humanity's getting another victory under the belt. Let's make sure Earth is selected on pause. Speed the game back up again. Let's get them to head back to their base. Scaffold station, transfer, head back into the solar system view, select Earth so the game doesn't slow down, and unpause. Transfer complete, repair complete. We've got a fleet arriving in Mars orbit now. So let's get the Mighty Martians to intercept. It's just a single corvette. It's very important. I learned a lot from Nebulous about PD, and it's very important in this game. Since you can shoot down projectiles. And the aliens haven't yet adapted to my... Right, I'm going to see what happens if we auto-resolve this. Because fighting battles against one ship is not really that exciting. Okay, we didn't lose any ships. That's good. Doesn't look like anyone got damaged either. So that auto-resolve wasn't too bad. Just send these back to base. Here be dwarves, transfer, and then we'll go back to the solar system view. We'll select Venus so that time moves onwards, and we'll unpause. Continue. Got a lot of fights this stream. Construction of a night sky mass interceptor destroyer in low Mars orbit has been completed. So that's another group of destroyers. All done. Like I said, I am building replacements. We're going to send a couple of these to Mercury. Actually, we might use this to build a fleet to intercept. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to get Clark Dad to board one of these ships. And we're going to move... I'm already on the offense. I've got a fleet in Jupiter orbit that is building a base that we're then going to build some base breaker ships at. And we're going to take on the alien presence in Jupiter. I think this fleet that we just built, though, is going to be the fleet that kills that fleet that is destroying our bases around the solar system. So let's get names for these ships. Where's my naming tool? It is here. It's still running, which is great, I think. Or has it crashed? It just needs to be refreshed. That's okay. Let's get this ship selected. And it is going to be called the Exorcise All Evil. I'm going to spell it exactly like it is here. It's the Exorcise. Exorcise All Evil is the name of this destroyer. And if you want to suggest a name, there's a thread on my Discord where we're taking in all the name suggestions, and then Many-Headed Mishaps has very, very kindly created a program that throws them out for me when I ask for them, which I love doing. It's like doing a gacha. Okay, this is the BA chat script addict. I don't even know what that's a reference to, but it made me laugh. Next up we have Romeo 338, which is going to be renamed to... Oh, I'm surprised. Another one I'm surprised. I think it's shown up without the USS, but this is the USS Normandy. A very famous ship for multiple reasons. Then we've got 339, which was going to be called Marduk's Triumph. Marduk's Triumph. We should get the Ixion in here. And then the last ship that we've built, which is in Romeo 340. By the way, we've made 340 fleets in this playthrough so far. Is the Outsider from North. So what we're going to do is we're going to put these on in one fleet. We're going to call it the Inner System Security Fleet. Inner System Sec. ISS Fleet. Inner System Security. And then we're going to merge in these other ships. All the reviews of Phantom Brigade today talking about user interface issues, and I'm thinking about this user interface. Okay, that's all done. Now we need to select, we need to wait to the end of the turn, and we'll get Jeremy Clark Dad to join this fleet, bring it back to Earth, where they'll team up with our battleships, and we'll go from there. All right, let's speed time back up again. Orbital fleet, yeah, okay. They finally, it's taken them a long time to start that bombardment. Settlement mining was destroyed. Core was destroyed. Just base was destroyed. Okay, yeah, this is why we need this Intersystem Security Fleet. Parasite decon operations is done. I don't really care. We'll get in and red teaming done. Titan class ships is finishing in 10 days. Yeah, Admiral Jezza, more like Passenger Jezza. Thank you very much, whoever just subbed. It didn't actually show me who did. That's weird. Usually it will... New project available. Regional security sweeps. Okay, we'll pick that up when we get the chance. It just shows me who subbed, but it didn't do that. That's strange. There's no notification.
I don't want to die on some miserable poison world. I want to die countless light years from Earth with a smile on my face as I bask next to a perfect ocean under a perfect sky.
That's a good point, Neil.
Preparing for tomorrow on
okay.
my newsletter.
The Sol system is humanity's to explore and lay claim to, but truly doing so will require more personnel and perhaps more might than ever before. It perhaps might sound crude, but the best solution is the most obvious one. Larger ships, able to carry more crew, more supplies, more weapons, and denser armor. What was once an engineering absurdity, for to cast a Titanica craft between worlds would have taken decades at best, is now entirely possible, thanks to our incredible powerful reactor propulsion technologies. Mass is, as ever, the foremost obstacle, compounded by the need to carry sufficient fuel and propellant to maintain a high delta V for weeks at a time, and, for any potential attempt to leave the system for another, even years. So it is that we now have workable designs for enormous craft built around the torch ship principle, possessing both high thrust and high specific impulse, in a state of near constant acceleration and so nakedly powerful that the mass of their hulls is barely a factor. The following projects may unlock for us to research in the future. Our current chance to unlock Idron's Titans. Let's get Titan research going. Right, what are we researching next? Good old tech tree time. Are we missing a fusion technology? I feel like we might be. Is it electrostatic plasma containment we need? No, that's reactor stuff. I feel like we are. High energy electromagnetic propulsion is just drives. Antimatter mass production is currently under research. That's what we're waiting for. That's what we're waiting for. What is Global Empire? Gas core fission systems. Interesting. What do we want to research? There's nothing back here we haven't missed. Just high energy electrothermal. I was meaning antimatter, Neo. Sorry, not fusion. Antimatter. Electrostatic plasma confinement gets us a reactor. Internal confinement gets us reactors. Networked propaganda gets us networked psyop, social media campaigns, and loyalty training. White collar automation gets us a bunch of stuff that might actually be quite useful for fixing Earth. Let's get white collar automation. You think mission to Saturn? I think it might be a little bit early for mission to Saturn. I think I'm gonna get network propaganda. No, white collar automation first, and just to help out with our situation on Earth. It should help with our problems with cohesion and unity, because I think it'll give us bonuses to all of those, and then we can go back and get mission to Saturn. That's my plan. Let's just set this back to this. All right. On pause. That's the end of the turn. All right, back to Earth. First things first, before I forget to do it, let's get Clark Dad into space. So I wanted to get him to orbit and get him to Hebrew Dwarf Station. It's going to take a few turns to get him where we want to get him. Then let's get Chuck. So let's check the situation in terms of unrest, as we always do. Not too bad this turn. We've got 2.1 in Taiwan. We're getting closer and closer to bringing these nations into our fold. So we'll stabilize that. Then we've got EU and PDL. So who's in the EU right now? Quiet. We'll just get you to work in the EU. Not very exciting. Oh, that went weird. Then we'll get Guy Fawkes. We don't have anyone in the PDL right now, so we'll send Guy Fawkes to the PDL. Like this. Good. And then Fire is probably going to need to stay where he is. Indonesia and Gulf States. So you're in the Gulf States, you can stay there. And Disto can head to Indonesia, which is also where they are. Fantastic. Nice and easy. Not a very exciting turn. We'll just need to make sure to spend more ops to make sure that you're not messing this up. Let's jump back to the solar system view. Let's close the Earth window and let's unpause the game. Oh, it's put us below the system for the first time. Confirm assignments and unpause. Got a fleet arriving at Frosty Station Mercury very soon. Earthquake in Havana. Transnational management. Let's get more control points. We can finally take that last control point in Indonesia, which we need to do pretty soon. Before we get on that next turn. We'll do regional security sweeps just because there's no other research to look at right now. Okay, alien red teaming is done, but there's nothing to research. I'm not going to go back and find anything, so we'll just leave that empty for now. That's more research for all of our other areas. Why can't I unpause? What is wrong? Is it because I haven't selected a project? The game is not going to let me unpause until I selected your project for research. Cool. Alright, show me what's obsolete. Let's work on... No, I'm not interested in any of that. What's civil defense programs? Nuclear strike damage. Government network analysis +3 to coups. Let's get... we don't really coup very often, though. Hostile takeover. Nope, don't care about spaceflight. Program priority. Australia Independence Movement. Okay, that's what I'll do. That's a good idea. Right, we'll research Operation Misdirection. And the last side 0 research. Thank you for telling me to do that. Didn't really think about it. Okay, let's unpause. Look at this fleet streaming in. This is a fast fleet. Jeremy Clark Dad has made it into low Earth orbit. Cool. Low Mars orbit, but we can't do anything until next turn to get him to move back to Earth. Public behavioral modeling is done, so I need to pick another tech to just sit on. Let's get something that I might use. Probably not. We'll get automated fission pile. Select, and then we'll put 0 into that. Just groove into the music while we wait for the turn to take over. Alright, on to a new turn. I need to sort out, I need to level my councils up, but I'll do that between streams because it's not the most exciting thing to see. Let's have a look at, it's October, we're getting so close to being able to bring these nations in. Got a lot of unrest sitting here. Taiwan has 2.6 this turn, which is pretty nuts. Let's deal with that. We've got 2.4 in the EU. I feel like there's somebody spreading unrest in the EU, or there was last turn. We're going to be careful about high unrest because getting couped is our game over for us. 2.3 in Saudi Arabia and 2.3 in Indonesia, so we'll just quickly reset that. To still get to work. Bring that up to 98 to make sure he gets that off. And then the last one we can do is Gulf States, of course. You know, PDL is actually a bigger one. What's the situation in PDL looking at? Oh, this is Clark. We'll get back to him in a second. How is the actual country doing? So inequality is still going down, but we've lost some cohesion, so I want to direct invest again. So we'll do 10 into both. So 10 into welfare and 10 into unity. Let's go to be 16k. That's all right. Let's confirm that. That didn't actually help with our cohesion. Let's do another 10 in both. Thanks, Weeble. I'm really happy you've done that. I really appreciate it. I love it when new ship names come up. Am I doing something wrong here? Oh, so I just spent all of our money. That was really dumb. Oh, that's okay. We'll get the money back in a second. I wasn't really paying too much attention to what was going on there. Right, let's transfer you to a ship. So we'll transfer you to the BA chat script addict. And then we can send that, we can confirm assignments, and when he's transferred, we can dispatch that fleet. Or is he already on the ship? Whoops. Where is he right now? No, he's still on the space station. Okay. May have messed up by... No, our money's going to come in pretty fast. Titan's project is available. Let's get that underway. Last construction of the following ship components, Titan. Select project. Let's just rush that. I want to see what it looks like. It's going to take... It's going to be done next turn. Hab module's done. Excellent. Let's upgrade that. And we've got our space dock as well. That's cool. We need to upgrade this again. So let's get this upgraded to a ring core. And this construction module still isn't finished, but let's get a fusion reactor array. Do I want to upgrade the fission pile, or do I want to build another one? Let's just wait until it's fully upgraded, I think. And we'll upgrade the shipyard as well. We won't have enough power, though, but we'll just get it building. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like that for now. I actually just missed my chance to dock my fleet, which is really stupid. We're now going to have to wait ages before we can. It's taking a long time for Ungba. Battlefield ferrocide decontamination. Okay, that's good. Take a long time for Clark Dad to move to the fleet, isn't it? Ship launch. Okay, we've got some battleships now, ready for going into the inner system defense fleet as well. Some of these are going to have to help defend Earth, though. We'll need to quickly name these, so I'll do that right now. And we have 4341. This is the sudden mistake. I do a lot of those, that's for sure. It's a good name. Next up, we've got this ship here. The Sacrificial Protection. That's a interesting name. Next up, we have the Kuduru. Kuduru. Save name. And after that, we've got the phlogiston. Phlogiston. Reminds me of phlebotomist. It must be a phlogiston. Phlogiston. And then after that, we have one more ship, which is currently the Iwo Jima, which is going to be renamed to the Echo of Nirvana. You guys have such great names for ships. Nirvana. Save name. Alright. These guys are just going to chill in Earth orbit for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a couple of these to the Earth Interception Fleet. Because Earth, they've lost a few battleships. So we'll take... how many have we got? We'll take 2. Why did it deselect them? And then we want to merge another one of those fleets in. Yeah. So they should have 5 battleships now. Unless I did something wrong there. Did I move? Hang on. Did I... I'm definitely getting tired. Yeah, there's only 3 battleships here. I've done something wrong. Merge fleets. Oh, what is... It's because I think I'm clicking on Earth. I don't know what's going on. Merge fleets. Now we have 4 battleships, which is correct. And then we add a 5th battleship. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now that's working. Sorry about that. I just had a really weird moment of just complete confusion there. Make sure Earth is selected. Let's unpause. Phlogiston is a substance that creates heat. Ah, okay. That's a cool one. Time is paused. Frosty Station is under attack, and I forgot to put a fleet in place to defend it. I knew that was coming as well, and I had the fleet ready in Mercury. I forgot that I would need to move it there because I forgot I wouldn't get a warning. They actually have the same combat value, which is hilarious. Alright, we'll have to see how this goes. Another dumb mistake. Just wasn't ready for that. Wait, did they choose not to attack? They chose not to attack. Okay, let's get Mercury Defense Fleet to do something about that then. I don't know if Mercury Defense Fleet is actually powerful enough to scare this fleet off, though. They are... Oh, they're 2k power. They're just more powerful than them. This will be a bit of a messy battle, I think. 1.8k, 2.4k. We want to engage in a short wall, heavy center. And we want to submit our bid. I don't know how many beaming magnetars I've killed this campaign. But here we go again. Okay, we're going to keep the fleet close together. We're going to set our primary target to be the destroyer beaming magnetar. I'm not going to give them an advanced movement. Actually, it does look like the enemy fleet is moving away from us, but they usually turn to fight. So we'll see if that's what they do to begin with. I didn't actually set them as a primary target, did I? Okay, let's unpause, and I'm just going to take this one quite slow. I'm not going to give too many orders for now. The enemy fleet's quite spread out. Oh, so what are these things that I can highlight? Oh, they're movement orders for these ships. The enemy fleet is quite spread out. We'll just advance time until combat actually begins. Okay. This might have been a bad idea. I think it's fine. careful. This is a lot of missiles. Now that you say that. And a long-range beam laser. The important thing is we flood the battle space with as many shells as we can before the enemies... There's so many missiles coming. There are so many missiles coming. This is obscene. Get to work, PD. There goes one of the battleship destroyers. Okay, let's pick a new target. We'll get the Destroyer Valley win now. Oh, I don't know if we can deal with the amount of missiles that are coming for us. Both ships are taking hits left and right. There goes 2 battleships. It's just the destroyers left now. Good job we built more ships. The missiles are retasking. There's another alien ship gone. I'm just watching the PD clean this up. They do not have the firepower to overcome the enemy PD. And they've taken quite a lot of fire. Okay, we're going to set them to padlock now. And we're going to get... What's this? The Striking Hawk is our primary target for now. What's this? The Stone Guardian. We'll set the Stone Guardian as our primary target to start with because they're already firing at it. But I don't think they have enough firepower to overcome the enemy PD, unfortunately. No, they don't. The enemy PD is going to overshoot them. No, I've got all the prerequisites researched, nice guys, but it hasn't popped up as available to research. It would be great to have, actually. I don't think we can hurt the Whispering Veil, unfortunately. Which is firing off another barrage right now. How are the frigates doing? Are they run away? They're coming... Yeah, the frigates are quite far out right now. They will come up behind us eventually. I'm trying to decide if I want to charge down the destroyer. What are you doing? Are you badly damaged? Too badly damaged to turn around? Oh wait, it's no longer your primary target. This is your primary target. Turn and face it, please. There you go. That was a hit. Oof. That was bad. There's no way we're going to overwhelm the fire on this ship with one cannon. Oh, we took a hit as well. There's a lot more shells coming in than you can see. Yeah, the cannon's gone. I think that's a good suggestion, mishaps. It's probably not going to work, but we're going to try for the ram. Did it not do it? They might... Oh, I don't think they've got the engine power to ram, unfortunately. The reactor's been destroyed. They can't ram. Let's see if we can get them to disengage. They've got a ram order and a disengage order. I'll see if the aliens want to end the fight as well. I feel like this might be badly damaged too, because it's not returning fire right now. Nope, they're close to beam laser range to carve us up, or potentially to board us. Casually Annoyed is getting casually cut to pieces. Yeah, it feels like this ship is badly damaged. Here come the frigates. That was cheeky. I've asked to end the battle, but we have to wait for the AI to acquiesce. Shows you how good the armor on these ships is. These shots will kill it. Yeah. Yikes. Okay, that's the Mercury Defense Fleet wiped out. We have replacements, but the inner system fleet's going to have to become the Mercury Defense Fleet. So we lost the Obsolete, the IHSV Anvil, the Ring of Hellfire, and the Casually Annoyed were all destroyed, leaving behind these few ships. The only good news is these 3 ships cannot challenge any of our bases in and around Mercury now. They're too small a group. All the defenses we have here will stop them. what we'll have to do is we'll have to transfer a fleet over. Oops, sorry, I just hit the microphone. So that's unfortunate. I've arrived at the BA chat script addict. Cool. So the Mars this fleet here needs to head to Earth now to pick up the battleships, and it's going to become the new Mercury Defense Fleet. So let's head to Earth and Scaffold Shipyard. It's going to take them 3 weeks to get there with Clarkdad in tow. Admiral Clarkdad, as he likes to call himself, from his stateroom where he's locked up. Not a great fight, but we did actually do quite a lot of damage. Communications Hub project is now available, which gets us to get the media center. So let's get that researching. A large broadcast node that tells our story grants 1% bonus to investment in Unity. Priority of the modules in Earth interface orbit. This is something else we really need and we don't have, is the media center. So let's get that underway. Got a fleet coming to Earth on the 21st of October. Titans. Allows construction of the following ship components. Titans. Take me there. Alright. Let's have a quick look at the Titan hull. I haven't seen it before and I'm really curious about it. Ship construction. Design ship class. So the Titan hull is massive. Two versions of it: the cigarette or the vape class Titan, or the alien warship version, which I think is the one we're going to go for. So this thing has wow, it has a lot of module slots. So it has 6 internal slots and a large frontal slot, and then it has 6, 7, 8 utility modules. That's pretty cool. This looks like a very nice design to play around with. We'll have to get ourselves a Titan or 2 on the go. The hull itself is going to cost us 5 mission control, which isn't too bad considering we're losing ships as fast as we're building them. I was actually expecting something even bigger than this, but this is still really big. Cool. All right. That is a pretty good place for me to stop, because I am getting very tired and I'm starting to get a little bit lost, and that's a good time for me to stop playing. I apologize profusely for the crash we had earlier. Not that it's my fault, but still, it sucks when that happens. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I've had a really good time, as always. We're getting there. The fishing hook lure. That's a good one. T-Ram, thank you again so much for the donation. I really, really appreciate that. That is amazing. I hope you all have a great day, or evening, or morning, or night. I am going to go and hit the hay because I am a tired person and I have another day's work tomorrow, and then I need to get ready for stream on Saturday, which I'm really looking forward to. I also have the Intrepids ready to go. I'm going to try and get the vote for them out tomorrow. Once the Intrepids are done, we'll do the Varyag vote. And once the Varyag vote is done, it's down to the final votes, and we can get the High Fleet campaign done, which I'm really excited for. Everybody, have a great time. I will see you all very soon. I can't wait to see you again. Catch you later for now. Ciao.